This is Tiffany Newman. It is June 20th, 2005. I'm here interviewing Mrs. Janie Moore Krebs. Mrs. Krebs was born in 1920 in Dawson, Pennsylvania. And what exactly was your involvement in the war?
I was an Army nurse.
You were an Army nurse. And with an Army nurse, what responsibilities did you carry?
I was head nurse on a hospital ship that carried 3,500 wounded men across the Atlantic and the Pacific. Altogether, on the ship, I traveled 100,000 miles.
How did you feel about the war and the situation that you were placed?
I felt very good about the situation in which I was placed because I felt I was contributing and helping a great many people. How did I feel about the war? A little angry, very willing to do whatever was called for.
What was your knowledge of Hitler and what was happening with the Jews?
Only what was shown in the movies, news reports, radio and television.
And what was that? What were they telling you?
Very limited.
Very limited.
We had no real concept of what was occurring. We, in fact, after we got in the Army, we still didn't know because they were not very prolific with their information.
What were your feelings on the use of the atomic bomb?
I cheered.
And were you in the sea on the boat the entire time?
No, I spent a year in North Africa.
Okay.
While the combat was there. I met General Eisenhower, along with a lot of other people.
When you were serving and you were on the ships, besides working with the men and healing, and were you consoling and listening to stories as well?
Oh, absolutely.
And what is your best memory?
One of the most vivid memories was being up topside on the ship, which meant being in the top layer.
Okay.
Talking to a young GI who had lost an arm and a leg and was in a wheelchair. And we're promenading the upper deck. And I asked him, I was commiserating with him as to the loss of his limbs and the things that had happened. And he became very angry. And he looked up at me and he said, "Do not pity me." He said, "I have a buddy who lost both an arm and a leg, and he's blind besides."
How did you show your patriotism?
Carrying bedpans.
Did the war affect your romances?
Oh, of course. We had a man at every port.
Is that how you stayed busy?
And I knit.
Right.
I knit my way across both the Atlantic and the Pacific. Did it change my life? Completely. Attitude, appreciation of things. Every way it changed.
Yeah.